precious. Field trip pretty damn quick, huh? We'll remind you, don't worry. Good. Okay. Okay. All right. We're back. And we have the combination. Yeah, well, that didn't work. Sweet, now it just looks like I'm winking at everybody. Cool. All right, I'll let it ride. Oh, hello. Yep. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Hello! Water flow is 200,000 gallons a minute. What mission will this engine launch on? This is a test mule, Lunprod. Probably nothing, if I had to guess. This is E0525. Oh. Oh, there it goes! Very nice. Okay. RS-25E 0525 is ignited on the test stand. NASA's audio is horribly underdriven as per usual. Where's that arm swinging out? It's a sensor. It's probably a has-gas sensor, dude, if I had to guess. Did that look like it was running a bit rich? Yeah. Okay, so watch right here. You'll see the shock cone. You'll see how you can just see the tip of it right there. It'll start to go up, and you can tell they're throttling the engine back. They cut the camera right when I decided to point it out, but I mean, we are seeing some pronounced flames around the edges of the underexpanded plume, but the reason why it makes such a big steam cloud is because they're spraying water. They're spraying water into the flame bucket here, and this is like one of the principal differences between like a test stand and a launch pad. The test stands are designed to just basically have the engine just fire right into that flame bucket. The flame bucket on a test stand usually is film cooled. In this case, they're film cooling it with water. They're spraying water into the bucket, and that's why so much steam comes out of this thing. 115 seconds into the test regime here. I don't see anything flopping around on it. Any idea as to why the LH2 lines still don't have ice on them? I think it's just the insulated foil that they put on there, Builder. Total expected test time. Aces, if I'm remembering right, this is going to be a 500-second test. Am I the only one that would rather see the actual engine and not the cloud? Yep. 550 on this one, Vulcan. Yowza. That's impressive, dude. 550-second burn is no joke, dude. Yep. Between the, the water vapor exhaust from the engine and the deluge cooling down that water vapor into condensate, like basically condensing it, right? You get rain clouds. And you think it sustained 111%. I didn't see a throttle down, Vulcan. They cut the camera though, but I didn't see a throttle bucket, so you might be on point there. Look at the cars are. I'd like to point out that the cars are in the foreground. They're about, I don't know, maybe 100 meters closer than the test stand. So the cars look bigger than they actually are comparatively to that test stand. Ooh. Ooh, exhaust vent. That's how long it takes for me when I, you, when I, when he, when I, when I. Bro, stop venting. That's kind of sus. That is where baby clouds come from. I came in a little late. What is this engine test for? It's a test mule engine smoked for future SLS missions. This is a prototype RS-25E. Its engine serial number E0525. This has been a developmental engine for SLS for a long time. They've been upgrading it over time from what I understand. We're 260 seconds in. The shot cone's still down, like relative to this camera. The shot cone's still just right there. So that engine is sustaining throttle. They didn't throttle it back. My guess is that's a tank, that's a test stand vent, Hokey. It's probably something to... So, there's probably no tank ullage on this system because it's not a rocket. They probably have the tanks open vented, and that could be just whatever they're using instead of an ullage system. That's my guess, but I don't know. NASA ripping some fat clouds today. Fat frickin' clouds. How much different is this engine from a shuttle engine? Well, it's a shuttle engine that's been manufactured using modern tooling. That drone's getting really rained on. So it's like, you know how we always say, like, oh, it'd be cool if we rebuilt the Saturn V's engines today. That's basically what that is. It's but with a shuttle engine. It's a shuttle. They restarted the RS-25 production line for the SLS program because post Artemis 4, they'll run out of shuttle engines. There's only 16 shuttle engines. Well, 12 shuttle engines left. Yeah, it's designed to be able to rocket. Well, 95. It's designed to generate a little bit more thrust than the shuttle engines, and basically designed in an expendable capacity using modern manufacturing. They borrowed manufacturing processes from the RS-68 production line. This is why I don't need healthcare Silverhand. What? Yeah, the hydrogen pipe is covered with thermal insulative material. They must be doing a test for that. Oh, throttle back. They throttled it back at 395 seconds. Do the RS-25Es have less turbo pump power than the shuttle engines because SLS is more gravity fed oriented, or am I wrong? No, it's about the same. Changing your pump feed like that is basically clean sheeting a rocket motor. Changing your impellers. Yeah, no, JSP, it's similar. They still have the LP, the low pressure pumps. Is it good or bad? It seems to be okay. The rocket engine's still going. 450 seconds in, everything looks good. They did throttle back at 395. How much money would a test like this cost? Now, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. What drives the low pressure pumps? I'll show you in a second, Builder. Because the shuttle engine is a fuel-rich, it's a fuel-rich stage combustion cycle. Basically a tap-off mechanism. I'll show you. Were they able to use old leftover parts of production motors on the new ones? The ones that are flying on SLS up until Artemis 4, RJ, are pretty much that. Uh, 95, you'd get sucked in. The sound would kill you. But if the sound wasn't a thing, the heat would probably get to you. Yeah, you'd basically get a really nice sunburn. Hell yeah. Wow, this is a long test, man. Should be getting to flame out now. 550. Engine out. Purge. Damn, dude. That's actually crazy. I wish these engines could have gone into the shuttle, man. These things are beasts. Absolute unit. Could it be restarted? This concludes the live broadcast
on the Fred Hayes test stand at NASA's Stennis Space Center. Please check the NASA Stennis website and social media channels for additional information about today's test as well as upcoming hot fires. Thank you for tuning in and for your ongoing support of NASA and NASA Stennis. Please join us now in viewing a NASA Stennis video titled Part of Something Great.
No, I don't think I will. Alright, cool. That was the engine test. Sweet. Now we got our own test flight to do.